Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Going to Ground. It's 12th night, so I trust your decorations are coming down. And it's just me and Merlin here today. Here he is. You haven't seen Merlin for a while, but he's been curled up in my study all afternoon, assisting me in my work, or at least providing a relaxed counterpoint to the industry over at the desk. I always enjoy having a cat near me when I work. It feels as if it's a sort of if he acts as a kind of control to my experiments, showing me the way to truly be, modelling the peaceful life to me while I flail around. Anyway, it's Epiphany tomorrow, and the word Epiphany, of course, means manifestation, making real or evident. And it's the manifestation, the revelation of Christ's glory to the world that is celebrated in the arrival of the Magi. And so I thought I'd read to you one of the early chapters in English Grounds, my new book. The book begins at Epiphany, so you can track the whole year with these short readings if you so desire. And so I'm going to read a piece set on a location that groundlings will be familiar with, I'm sure, which is the Sarsen fields of the Marlborough Downs. This is called the Grey Wethers. Epiphany weighs the gift, asks us, what will you do with what has been given? Sifting the stockinged ephemera from things of lasting value. This morning I'm out early on Overton Hill, where begins Britain's oldest road, the Ridgeway, a Neolithic trade route that extends some 87 miles to Ivinghoe Beacon in the Chilterns. I'm looking for the Sarsen fields on Fifield Down, a uniquely abundant scattering of these remnants of the post-glacial landscape, the local Lego from which the mystic architecture of Avebury and Stonehenge was artfully fixed and propped. These sandstone nuggets may have been deposited as meltwater, washed and rushed into the Kennet Valley, panning the silt that hitherto embedded them. Thus sieved out and served onto the surface, Sarsen, either Wiltshire dialect for Saracen, that is, strangers from the east, or Sarsten in Anglo-Saxon meaning troublesome stone, is one of this landscape's oddest offerings. They are also known as Grey Wethers, having from afar the appearance of sheep. On approach, my myopia certainly bore this out. 100 yards off, I was still unsure whether or not this distant congregation was rock or flock, until one of them moved. A whisper of disappointment, followed by hilarity at thinking that creatures so shocked with the divine electricity of life could be less impressive than something stock still and insentient. Sarsens are the same size as sheep, and on Fifield Down graze the same spot, so that one looks like the transfixed form of the other, caught in a game of statues. Striding through their playground, monitor eyes turned and gazed my way, so that for a few seconds I found myself entirely beheld. Fifield Down has been worked for some 7,000 years, its scrabble of tracks, mounds and ridges left for us to read and arrange as we will. This is tradition, to reinterpret the encrypted past while the turn is ours. For many centuries, the awkward boulders hereabouts, even in those in sacred arrangements, were heaved out of the way where they impeded the future. While much was lost and vandalised, even Victorian visitors to Stonehenge could hire small hammers to hack off a souvenir. Our fenced-off reverence for heritage feels petrified by comparison, as if time is up. The present is an animated interval in which we live and move and have our being. Knowing this doesn't last, and that soon we shall sleep while stones become sheep for others, is a spur to motion, a memory of myrrh. So from Merlin and me, God bless you as you go to ground.